Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be talking about NECROMUNDA and the new core rulebook that was shown for the first time earlier this week on the Warhammer community site. And I've got to say, this is great timing and something that I think is definitely needed for the game. I've recently started playing a campaign down at my local club, and here's my gang, the Reapers. Here's some of our club about to get playing. I'm behind the camera, so you're not going to see me in this video, but it's really fun to get playing in a campaign. I really like Necromunda, but I've got to say, it's been so difficult to get into it. The rules are all over the place. A real mess, to be fair, and as much as I enjoy the game, it's been quite annoying trying to find out exactly what rules to use and when to use them. So this book is going to be much needed, and I can't wait for it. But one thing I really do like about Necromunda is what you can see here on the table. I've got a map from Battle Systems, terrain from Game Mat EU, I've got some extra terrain from Kill Team, I've got the models from Infinity, templates from Horus Heresy, and tokens from the Walking Dead game. So a real mishmash of all different games, and you can use it all in Necromunda as proxies, and so I think that's a really cool part, and I can't wait to also build terrain for it. But let's focus on the rules and have a look at this new core rulebook and see how it's going to affect the game going forward. There are 5 things that it's going to be improving on. It's going to consolidate everything into one place. This means it's going to have the rules for Zone Mortalis, Sector Mechanicus and the Ash Wastes all in there. So it's going to get everything you need for vehicles. All the weapon traits are going to be in one place as well. So that's really good news. There's also some updates included and some new rules as well. And for the rest of this video, I'll be going through 7 key points that they highlight in that article. I've been wanting to get stuck in with some Necromunda content on the channel, and I've been a little bit put off just by how difficult it was to get in and just trying to assemble it into some form that would help new players get started. I think I've found it really hard so far, and I will get there, but I think this book is going to be the place to start. So once this comes out, I'm going to be using it as the example, and I'm going to be working through it to put together some kind of Necromunda series and some content on it. Because I think it's a fantastic game, there's a lot of potential there, but just the getting started bit is really messy, and now they're going to tidy it up with this core rulebook. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm also about to build a load of terrain for Necromunda 2, and I'm going to be making videos on that here on the channel. So lots to look forward to as far as Necromunda's concerned, but no more flicking back and forth from lots of different books and resources. Now we'll get everything we need in this one place. So let's have a look at the 7 changes, and the first thing that they highlight is that the black market and trade posts are now one and the same. We're told that visiting the store between battles is now a single action. Black market items are rarer, harder to acquire, and often illegal, but you don't need a separate book now to acquire them because they're all going to be published in full at the back of this core rulebook. I mean, it seems so obvious that it should be in the core book, but I'm so glad they've got round to doing it and tidied it all up now. And the good thing I think about getting a book like this is that it should be around for a good number of years. It's going to be erratas and updated with FAQs and things, but at least the core rulebook should be worth keeping. One thing that's pretty depressing at the moment, I was tidying my room yesterday and I've got a ton of old 9th edition 40k books, which are just pointless now. And I wasn't really happy about that, I've got to admit. But I think getting a book like this, you're going to get some more use out of it. Okay, the next one, there's some changes for serious injuries. Now you can earn XP for inflicting a serious injury. And it tells us that a ganger can earn 1 XP every time they nail someone hard enough to leave them face first in the dirt. It gets better though, because they get rewarded double the XP if they send that fighter immediately out of action. So that's really cool. And they'll also earn XP if they help a teammate recover from a serious injury. So that's pretty good. I really like the sound of that, especially when you consider this next change, which is that serious injury roll are going to count as a flesh wound now. So serious injuries are going to be much more lethal, and it includes every roll. So whether it's in the recovery at the end of the turn or during the battle, they're going to get that flesh wound. They do say that there is a silver lining though, because a critically injured fighter is much less likely to take a permanent injury if they're stabilised when they visit the doctor after the battle. The 4th change is that you can choose a secondary skill for 12 XP. So there we go, now you can pick the skill you want for that 12 XP as well. So that's really good, nice little change there. Certain skills have also been improved, and they focus on Headbutt, Iron Jaw and Hurl as some examples in the article. They've been substantially improved, but Overseer now requires a leadership test to function, which I'm really glad they've done that. The potential for Overseer to be used a lot is pretty strong. It's quite a boring one, so yeah, I'm really glad they've done that. Next up, we can see that Impressive Scars and Bitter Enmity are back. I don't really know what that means because I haven't played it that long, but it says there's going to be a new lasting injury table and it's going to come with a lot more flavour. And if you used to play the 1995 edition of the game, then you might recognise some of these changes because it's going to allow your fighters to collect scars, build rivalries and old battle wounds as well as regular dismemberments and lessons learned. So that's pretty cool. I think updating the lasting injury table is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And finally, we can see that hit penalties apply for certain tricky actions. And two of the examples that they show us here, the first one, it says that it's one thing to target someone with a frag grenade launcher, but a lot harder to aim at a point on the field. So that now gets a -2 penalty to hit. I'm not sure I like that. I do like my grenade launcher hitting on 2s with my leader, but there we go. It's now going to be a 4, so we might have to do some aiming to bring that down again. And there's also a change in close combat. So if you like charging into the enemy, then now one of the changes is going to be that charging someone you can't see will put you at a disadvantage with a -1 to hit. There we go then, that's all the changes we've seen now. It says this is just a snapshot though of many small but important quality of life changes that are going to be made in the rulebook. So I can't wait to get this, I'm definitely going to be ordering it. It says it's up for pre-order shortly, so maybe we won't see it in the pre-order preview this Sunday, but maybe the week after. Have to wait and see. I hope it's this Sunday so we can get it early. But yeah, we'll wait and see, I'll keep you updated. As soon as I find out, I'll let you know more here on the channel. I'd love to hear your experience of Necromunda and how you got started. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let us know what you think about the book as well. Do you think this is a good idea, combining it all in one place? And I'd also love to know if you would be interested in seeing more Necromunda content on the channel, like terrain building, going over how to get started, maybe even just doing a little show through of my gang and talking about each member, and then maybe going through some kind of narrative, so talking through the campaign that I'm playing and letting you know how they get on during each battle. A massive thank you to my sponsors for helping me keep going with these daily videos. Really appreciate that support. It'd be great if you check them out with some of the links in the description down below. If you're interested in finding out about other skirmish games, I'm covering lots more on the channel now, so have a look at Moonstone, that's really fun. And I'm also getting into terrain a lot more, so I'll be putting more videos up for different terrain builds as well. And of course, lots of Age of Sigmar as well. I really love Age of Sigmar at the moment. It's a great, fun game. But there we go, that's it for Necromunda. Is this book a good idea, putting it all in one place? Of course it is. This is something we definitely needed, so I'm really happy to see it. Great timing, and I'm looking forward to getting hold of it and making some content here for you on the channel. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful. If you did like the video, it'd be great if you hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.